It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Lindsay on the carry.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Is a turnover on downs.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from this inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Essentially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end. Excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
That factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a gain
only
of
3 yards on the catch.
Brings up
It's 3rd down.
2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
For a Pittsburgh.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chain.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Steelers nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete. It's Green here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A.J. Green.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
9-yard line.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes the defense is tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and
the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
to Jordan Reed.
A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He's crashing. He's checking crowd. They smash. 56. Check 56. I got him.
Throwing again. Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. Third down here.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep the defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Terry connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and then decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away. In coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Sets up to throw it. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him 1, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Single.
They go play action with Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. It's been a long day. 52, Mike, 52.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
4th down.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To the air again, Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Herbert took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. His guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
52. Block 52. 52's the mark. We got to get the ball. 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 60 Maverick.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. With it is Brown, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Vinatieri set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 11 now. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
An 8-yard.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That will give to Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. Steps away to his left, and it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. 19. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. 79 Bronco.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
14. Ravens 11.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Ingram again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
We're up
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Philip Lindsay.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out, they're catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Off the screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the drop. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
You better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game of 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to
T.Y. Hilton
Hilton
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Philip Lindsey, the ball.
Well, the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 31, check 31.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51. 51. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle by Jelani.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Whistles now and a timeout.
10 yards.
Defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
I know he ain't got it. Kill, kill, kill.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds.
Just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake, for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Time go, time go, time go. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's still a 1st down and the pickup of 11 yards. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch. Late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night we just saw.
1st and 10.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow."
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run to Lindsey, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche on net, that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by B.W. Webb. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down